Hi, I'm Rick Carter, Director of Alumni and Church Engagement, and I'm also here with Krista Brown, who's the Associate Director for Alumni and Parent Engagement. And we're here today just having a conversation with one of our alum, and we're so excited to have Lydia Pfinniger with us today. She's a missionary. Her and her husband Fred have been serving in missions, and she is a recipient of our Distinguished College of Arts and Sciences Alumni Award. She received that honor last year, but she wasn't able to be with us, and so we've invited her to come back, and so she's actually come back with an addition to the family. We're very excited. She's a 2000 grad from our pre-med program, and we're just here to talk to her a little bit and have you listen in on our conversation about Lydia and her family.
Yeah, Lydia, we are so happy to have you here and visiting with us. Already this morning, she's been in the Student Center at a kiosk there talking to students about what they're doing. She and her husband, Fred, have been there. And so why don't you just take some time now and tell us a little bit about your family and what your ministry is, what you've been doing.
My husband and I are both family physicians, and we have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl now. And we had been working with Samaritan's Purse through their post-residency program, and we're in Togo, West Africa for 2 years, and are currently with an organization called IWU, Association Baptist for World Evangelism. And we're going to be returning to Togo to continue our work in there in the hospital for another 18 months. So,
all right. I bet you're looking forward to getting back there.
We are. We're looking forward to it. So.
What's really exciting for us is to hear alumni stories, and obviously you're making stories even now. But when you were a student here, you had favorite faculty and favorite classes. We don't want to hear about classes that you didn't consider your favorite, but we want to talk to you a little bit, have you share with us how Indiana Wesleyan prepared you for the ministry you're involved with.
I feel like Indiana Wesleyan did a really good job in preparing me. It not only just, I mean, there's the basics as far as just sciences and classes and getting you into med school and that type of thing, but I think there was also, Dr. Vicki Hess, who I had a chance to, she was my chemistry professor while I was here, and after a chapel service when I was thinking about completely changing my major from medicine or pre-med to like just something with missions or something with anything to do with related to a church, and she just really after we had just a really good chance to sit down and talk in her office, she just encouraged me in the sense that to be able to be in ministry to others, to be involved in missions, does not necessarily mean that you're just in a church or you're a pastor or a pastor's wife or whatever that may mean. You can be just as effective and potentially more effective in doing what you're gifted to and doing what God has called you to do. And for me at that point in time in my life, it was to become a physician. And so I think that made a huge impact in my life. And then also I ran cross country here with Coach Foss, and I think spiritually that was something that really built me up, and then also just the perseverance that you need, that he encouraged us, really was something that pushed me and helped me to be able to get through medical school. There were a lot of times where I would think of just phrases that he would use with regards to running for the gold or a gold run, and for those who've run would know what that is. But that was something that really helped me to push through those long nights, through the hard studies when I didn't know what I was supposed to do or how I could continue on. So I think it was just something that as I came through difficult stages in my life, difficult areas where I was challenged, where the things that the professors here had said, the things that they had encouraged, the things that they had taught, came back and really became an encouragement and became something that helped me through that period of my life. So.
It's exciting. I also know that Dr. Jim Lowe, whose class you're going to be speaking to in just a few moments, has been also very influential. He has served on the missions field, and he's also, of course, a favorite faculty member, and he's our campus intercessor. Yes. So we're real excited about what Jim Lowe brings to our university. But tell us the impact that he's had on your life.
when I was here, he just made missions very real. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't say, this is what you need to do. Whether you were going to be going to the mission field or not, he wanted your spiritual life to be something very real, to be something that affected the people around you. And so to me, he's one of my professors who was just, I can't say it any other way in that he was just very real. He was very real with the struggles that he'd been through, very real with the things that God had been teaching him in his life. And that was something that just really struck me, and really, he just became somebody that I felt like I could share with, that I could talk with, that I could ask for prayer for. And I knew that if I asked him to pray for something, I knew he would. And so that was, it meant a lot. It's been an encouragement, and he's continued to stay in touch with me through the years, continue just to send even small messages now again, say, hey, I'm praying for you. And it means a lot. It means a lot when you're out there and you sometimes feel like you're alone. So it's been a huge blessing.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to do this video with us, and just to take time to invest back in our students. This afternoon and this morning, Lydia and her husband also had lunch with a couple students that she said afterwards, I hope that I encourage them. And what a great testimony for why she's here today, is to encourage, and we're just so thankful. So thank you so much for being here and doing this. We encourage all of you to stay connected with us. You can view some more about Lydia and Fred, her husband, and their family on their website, fredandlydia.com. Also, there's an alumni blog about them on our Indiana Wesleyan alumni blog. It's IWUalumniblog.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Look for us at IWU Alumni. And continue to look for more of these videos to be posted. We're excited. Next week is homecoming, and we have a couple more alumni coming back to do some videos, and we're excited about that. So thanks so much for joining us.